Lovely. Okay, well, welcome everybody. It's really lovely that you could join me this afternoon for yoga. Um, there we go. As you can see in the Om Shedi Shala, we are blessed with lots of sunshine after lots of rain the other day. So, yes, it's lovely and warm and bright in here. So, before I begin, I thought today I would offer you a session of breathing exercises, yoga postures, and then some meditation and relaxation. So just to set us up nicely for the weekend. You may need a couple of things. If you have them handy, if you've got a yoga mat, fine, have a yoga mat on the floor, but carpet is absolutely fine. You will probably need a cushion of some sort, maybe two if you want a thicker cushion for certain postures. A towel, or if you've got a strap, a belt is quite handy. You could use a belt. And I've got a yoga brick here, but you could use a book if you've got one. They're just things that you might have around you that could be useful in your practice. But the most important thing is, of course, just modify. Make sure you are listening to your body, and if there's anything uncomfortable and you don't like doing it, you have permission to stop. I really don't mind. I want you to feel really comfortable. All right, so we're going to start, and my name is Cathy, for those of you who haven't met me before. And we're going to start with some breathing work. So I'm just going to turn my music down here. And I'm going to invite you to find a really nice, comfortable position. Now, that could be lying flat on the floor. It could be sitting up against the wall. It could be sitting in a sofa or a chair. It doesn't matter. Just make sure that you feel really comfortable. And I want you to try and turn off the phone or turn it to mute, put it in a cupboard, close the cupboard door. And just ensure that you're not going to be disturbed for the next 50 minutes. And once you've found your really lovely, comfortable position, I'm just going to invite you to either close your eyes or lower your gaze and begin to notice the breath. Begin to notice the soft inhalations and exhalations. Just feel the breath. Notice it moving into the chest and slowly out. Notice it moving maybe a little deeper into your lungs, slowly out and in. And there should be a very gentle rise and fall of either the chest or the abdomen as you breathe. Now, I want you to sense into the parts of the body that are now touching the ground. Just notice the parts of the body touching the ground. Maybe the feet, maybe the back of your legs, your sit bones or your buttocks, the shoulder blades, the back of the head, maybe the arms, maybe the hands. Just sense in to all the parts of the body making contact with the ground, and take a nice deep breath in with a slightly longer breath out. Bring your mind back to the body. You've been working all day in the head. Now it's time to give your body a little bit of attention. So sensing into the ground, sensing into the body, and noticing the breath. And I'm just going to give you a little moment just to notice all of those things. Good. And begin to notice the sounds around you. You may notice outside noises, the traffic, maybe the wind or rain, wherever you may be. Just notice those sounds, maybe the sounds inside the room as well. Just let those senses capture the sounds. And then bring your attention to the sound of the breath or the internal body. Noticing the sound as you breathe in and the sound as you breathe out. Maybe you can hear the heartbeat. Just really listen. Become aware of this present moment, right here, right now, and begin to unhook from your busy day, from your busy week. Bring yourself into this present moment and experience. And then take your awareness down to your feet and toes and notice the sensations arising in your feet. Any tingles, heat, the sense of the socks, if you've got socks on against your feet, or the floor. Become aware of your ankles and the lower leg, and any natural sensations arising. Just notice. Breathe into your knees and your thighs and your hips. Notice any natural sensations arising. And then the back, the map of the back, the length of your spine, and that space between the shoulder blades. Are you able to create a bit more ease and space between your shoulder blades so that they smooth away from the spine and the shoulders can fully relax? And you may want to just wiggle a little bit and readjust your shoulder position. That's fine. But notice how they feel. Sense down into your arms, into your hands, and into your fingers. Notice any sensations, any tingles, any throbbing, anything. Just bring your attention to your body. Breathing in and around your neck, into the skull, and the muscles of your face. Soften across the brow. Can you create more ease and space across the brow, down to your temples? Can you relax your eyes, your eyelids? Are you clenching your teeth? Try and soften into the jaw, the lips, and the tongue. Relax. Give yourself permission just to relax, to rest, and become more aware of the breath, even more now. Taking you a little deeper within, aware of that visceral experience, the visceral sensations. And yoga really teaches us to become aware of what we're feeling in our body, because that has such a positive influence on the way that we think and feel. And it can have the opposite too. So it's really important to become very intuitive, to listen to your body's needs. And then we can intuitively move forward and practice in a way that suits our body, nobody else, just you, your body. So take a few more deep breaths and allow yourself to rest just for a few more moments.
Satchidanandamurtaye Nishprapanchaya Shantaya Niralambaya Tejase Om Namah Shivaya Gurave Satchidanandamurtaye Nishprapanchaya Shantaya Niralambaya Tejase Om
Take a
Namah
nice deep breath
Shivaya
in. Take a
Gurave
slow breath out. Let energy move down to your
Satchidanandamurtaye
fingers and into your toes, and just slowly start to
Nishprapanchaya
wiggle those fingers and toes.
Shantaya
And prepare yourself to move. We're going to
Niralambaya
slowly start to
Tejase
move. The first thing I'd like you to do is stretch your arms over your head, and we will need to lie down. So come and join me on the floor, on the mat. Take your arms all the way over behind you and give yourself a full body stretch. As you breathe out, relax your arms down by your side. Let's do one more time.
Om
Stretching
Namah
over the head. This
Shivaya
time, curl your toes back to your
Gurave
shin and lengthen. Notice that sensation of stretch across the tummy.
Satchidanandamurtaye
Inhale, exhale, and release the arms down
Nishprapanchaya
by your side. Bring
Shantaya
your knees up like this, feet flat. And we're going to start with the
Niralambaya
right leg. So clasp your
Tejase
fingers over the shin and just draw the leg in towards your body. We're going to very slowly circle the foot and just unwind from the ankle and toes. Nice, deep, steady breaths. Let's circle in the other direction, slowly round. Just unwinding, releasing. Excellent. Now slip your hands under your knee and just
Om
take a
Namah
few kicks up
Shivaya
and down to the ceiling,
Gurave
just stretching into the back of the knee, the back of the thigh. And we're going to hold it there
Satchidanandamurtaye
and see how that feels. Now, if you want to go further,
Nishprapanchaya
grab your straps or your
Shantaya
towels and place the strap or towel over the instep
Niralambaya
and
Tejase
hold it there, just
Om
enjoying
Namah
that wonderful release
Shivaya
behind your thigh
Gurave
into the hamstring, and feel that you're connecting
Satchidanandamurtaye
into your pelvis, so you've got a bit of support. Some of you might like to stretch out your underneath
Nishprapanchaya
legs. That's absolutely fine. Just
Shantaya
feel that stretch and breathe. And it's okay, by the
Niralambaya
way, if you want to bend
Tejase
your knee a little bit, that's okay. Again, it's about listening to your body. Good, and we're just going to hold it here just a little bit longer. Taking a nice deep breath in, and on the exhalation, relaxing into any tension. One more time. And release. Great. Give your legs a little shake out and bend your knees again. Other side, hold the shin and circle the foot around. Get your toes moving, releasing into the ankles. Lovely. And the other direction. And you'll notice the calf muscle moving as well. Lovely. Now slip your hands under your knee and a few kicks up and down very slowly to the ceiling until you're ready to hold your legs straight. Grab your straps if you want them and pause. Lovely. Now it's really important not to hold the breath, because otherwise you're just holding tension back in your body. So try and breathe
Om Namah
freely. Try and
Shivaya
sense into where you're
Gurave
feeling the stretch and use the breath to relax. Stretch out your underneath leg if you want to,
Satchidanandamurtaye
and by all means, really go for it if you're in the mood,
Nishprapanchaya
a Friday mood,
Shantaya
just to hold that leg a bit deeper in stretch. And we'll hold it
Niralambaya
here
Tejase
with a nice, slow,
Om Namah
steady
Shivaya
breath.
Gurave
Lovely. And then bend your knee and let's release. And shake out your legs once more. Fantastic. Let's hug both legs in now. And just notice how your back is feeling. I always like to just rock gently from side to side in this position. It's really releasing for your back. So just gently from side to side until you're ready to lift the head right up to your knees and squeeze into a tiny ball. Let's combine that with a big stretch. So stretch away. And now hug your legs again. Hug them in and head up to your knees. Notice the difference between this held effort and squeeze to this release, stretch and space. One more time. Hug, contract, squeeze into your center. And then create more space as you lengthen away. Lovely, and I'm going to relax the arms by your side. Great. Heels up to your bottom and take your arms out parallel with your shoulders. We're going to rock gently, side to side. And this is wonderful, a nice release for your waist, your lower back and your hips. And if you've been sitting in a chair all day, this is a go-to stretch. This is wonderful for creating some ease in that back and hip area. So I want you to pick a side, any side, and just let your legs relax to that side. And then look away from your legs, look towards your fingers. And take a few lovely deep breaths into your hips. Stay right there and just notice what sensations you're experiencing and where in your body you're experiencing them. See if you can take the breath to any tension and use the exhalation to try and soften. Let's try that on the other side. Legs come up and over and relax. Look away from your legs and just notice how it feels. And breathe into those sensations. Three more lovely deep breaths. Lovely. And we're going to come back to center. So our last one, lying down, hands are flat by your waist and the heels are really close to your bottom. You're going to sense down into your feet and energize through the legs. Really push the ground away and lift your hips off the ground. So just pause here for a moment. Breathe, but hold this position and create lots of lovely space under your body. Deep breath in. As you breathe out, peel slowly down your spinal column, vertebrae by vertebrae, down to the tailbone. And we're going to do that again. Inhale, lift, push that ground away, energize into your legs, a bit of core awareness as well, kind of sense zipping up the muscles, just to support your back. And then deep breath in. As you breathe out, peel slowly down the spine, down to your tailbone. And relax. Try this with the arms behind you. Ready? Inhale, lift. Try and lift the ribs. Hold it there. Lovely. We often don't think about the spine moving, and that's where it gets stiff. So we're going to creep down the vertebrae, give them a little massage all the way down. Upper back, middle spine, tricky lower back to the tailbone, and then relax your arms down by your side. Great. Roll over onto your side, and we're going to come down onto our belly, onto your elbows. So now we're gonna stretch the front of the body for a little bit. I want you to feel your thighs making contact with the ground, the top of the foot as well, and separate your hands a little bit. And just look forward and check out your shoulders. Are they bunching up to the neck? can you draw the shoulder blades down to lift the chest? And one way to test that is to bring your chin down and then to very slowly lift and keep the shoulders down, even though you're lifting the elbows off the floor. You may not want to come this high. It's fine to stay on your knee, your elbows, excuse me. Come slowly all the way down. Let's try that again. Ready? Deep breath in, coming up. Inhale and lift. Feel the stretch across your tummy, maybe the front of the hip. And then slowly down. Really important you don't crunch into your back. One more time, coming up, deep breath in. Lift, free out the shoulders, lift the chin. And then slowly down we come. And we're going to come up onto all fours. And we're going to push back into child pose. All the way back. Head to the ground, arms forward. So if you feel this is too intense in your knees, put a cushion under your knees or between the bottom and your heels. So you can fold up a cushion and have it there so it creates a bit of space. And I just want you to breathe into that space between the shoulder blades and the back of the ribs. So you're really feeding the thoracic middle spine, creating a bit of space between the rib cage. Lovely little massage for your back. So let's take 3 more deep breaths here. 1, 2, and 3. And we're going to walk over and off, if you've got a mat, over the right side of your mat. Lean over your right thigh and head down. Maybe the inside hand on top of the outside hand. Guide the head down. And notice that little shift of the stretch now becoming around the side of your hip. And then slowly and gently over to the other side. And maybe inside hand on top of the outside hand. Lean over your left thigh and just move the breath to where you feel the stretch. Really notice those sensations in your body again. Lovely, and we'll come back to center. I'm going to get rid of the cushion. We're going to do something called the cow and the cat. So I want you to fan out your hands, squish them down on the mat and push that ground away. Shoulders over your wrists, hips over your knees. Looking up without the shoulders bunching up to the neck. Look up and release your spine. Breathe out and tuck under and round your back. Really give it a good stretch. Deep breath in. Looking forward, releasing both ends of your spine. Breathing out, tucking under. Push that ground away. One more time, big breath in. And tucking under, breathe out. Good. And now we're going to curl our toes under. Not everybody's going to want to do this posture, so if you don't want to do it, just stay with the cat, all right? We're going to go to downward dog. So downward dog is here, and we're walking the legs, just stretching out the back of the leg, giving a little stretch. And try both heels down. But it's the same thing, you're pushing the ground away to create a bit of space through your body. Deep breath in, slow breath out. Let's tiptoe up behind your wrists, sink into your knees, and now peel up the spine very slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae, coming up to standing. Well done, very nice. So I hope you've got a bit of space around you. Move things to one side, if not. We're going to start with Tadasana. So Tadasana means mountain pose. So basically means standing tall. So you're going to interlace your fingers and push the arms over your head. And I want you to stand really tall, really reach up to the ceiling, create some space. Big breath in. As you breathe out, release your arms down by your side and shrug your shoulders forward and back. So let's get a bit of movement for your upper body. Lovely. So I'm facing you, so I'm going to mirror you. So if you take your right hand and hold the left hand, holds the right wrist, pushing up, I'll get there in a minute, and then just tip over to one side. That's it. Giving the waist a little stretch. Lovely. And then back up. And now we can swap. Right hand to left wrist. Over we go. Stretching over. Nice. And then back up. Good. Interlace your fingers behind you and push the back of the hand to the floor and lift your chest. Just puff it up. Draw the shoulder blades down and try and create a bit of space between the bottom and your hands. So you start to feel a bit of energy over the shoulders, down through the arms, into your hands and fingers. Deep breath in. As you breathe out, release. Good, and give them a shake. Wonderful. So now I want you to energize down into your feet. Lift your toes off the floor, one toe at a time down. Create a bit of space where the insteps are, okay? So lift up through your body, turn your palms to me, and stand tall. Long line of energy all the way up, past the top of the head. Great posture. So good posture means we breathe better, which is better for our heart, our circulation, and our nervous system. So practice good posture every day. Wonderful. Take a deep breath in, bring your hands to your heart as you slowly breathe out. And now take the arms over your head and the feet and the edges of your feet together, and see if you can stand really, really tall, lifting up. Deep breath in. Can you straighten your elbows a little more? Inhale, exhale, release. Wonderful. So we're now going to do a nice wide stance on your mat, on your floor. And we're going to do something called the triangle pose. You're going to turn your right toe, heels are in alignment, palms facing forward. We're going to bend the knee and just sense into the pose for a little bit. Tip and put the back of the hand against your knee or your calf muscle. We straighten both legs. Now this arm up here may not be comfortable, so you can put it on your hip if you want to. But if you're able to turn your head and look up to your thumb, you're looking for this lovely stretch and openness over the hip. So stay here for 3 lovely deep breaths. 1, breathe deeply. 2, and 3, softly come back up. Good, release your arms and step out. And I want you to go into a nice deep lunge now, okay? But first check out your knee. Is your knee happy to bend that far? If it's not, pull the heel back a bit. Okay, arms coming up, palms down this time. And we're looking across the arm past your fingers. And you're going to feel the energy of your feet pushing into the ground. And begin to explore this posture as a strength pose. All right? Feel the energy in your legs, through your torso, through your arms, past your fingers. Maybe you can feel your shoulders working. That's good. Take a nice deep breath in, take a slow breath out, and be in this moment with all those sensations in your body. And hold it there, and know that sometimes when we want to escape from a pose, we just need to breathe into it a little bit longer and then release. Excellent. Reach up with your arms, stretch. Let's drop the elbow onto the thigh and stretch to the other side. Can you make a nice long line down the side of your body? Just feel that stretch there. Very nice. Hold it here. Pause, breathe. And then come up. And we've got a nice big wide stance here. Let's put our hands on the floor. Let's have a go. Bend the knees, hands down, fold, fold. If it's not for you, get a chair, put your hands on it, and do the same thing but with the hands on the chair, okay? 3 lovely deep breaths. 1, 2, and now come up, slowly up. Head always last up, and then the feet together. Good. Okay, let's do all of that on the other side. Edges of the feet together, hands to heart. Tadasana, ta-da, mountain pose. Stretching away from the ground. Long bodies. Straighten your elbows. Really feel like you're growing. Inhale, exhale. Lovely. Nice wide feet, ready for our triangles. We're going to turn the left toe, palms forward. Soft knee, soft knee. Back of the hand either by your calf muscle or knee. And then straighten both legs. And this hand, remember, can pop here. If you can look up to your thumb, look up. And take 3 lovely deep breaths. 1, 2, and on 3, soft knee, come all the way up. Great. Let's step it out a little bit, and bend and stretch. And we're going into our strength pose, into our warrior. So yeah, it's called warrior. So I want you to feel like a warrior. Yes, life warrior. Just feel the strength of the pose, the energy from the ground, and muscles working, I hope. Finding something ahead of you to focus on, and being present with all the sensations that arise. Just be present with them. Lovely. Take the arm up. Take the elbow down. Three deep breaths. Good, coming up. Wonderful. Are you ready? Grab a chair if you need to put your hands on the chair instead of the floor. Here we go, down we go. Breathe. Sitting back, roll up the spine, the head is coming up last, and we'll step our feet together. And you can give yourself a little shake if you want to, a little twist if you want to, just to release, release. There's nothing worse than getting stuck in postures. Just release from them. Wonderful. So we're going to finish our standing work with a balance, and I'm going to choose the tree because it's a really gorgeous pose to do. You turn your toes out like a ballet dancer. You hold on to the wall if you want to, or a chair, or you can be brave and you can balance with me here. Now, not everybody's going to be able to flex their knee like this, so you can pop your foot down to the floor if you want to, or just above the ankle. You decide. Heel nice and close to the groin otherwise. Thigh pushes into foot, foot pushes into thigh, and we balance. And we find our core muscles, so we draw the belly in just a tad and squeeze the buttocks. Find something ahead of you to focus on. If you want to try, take your arms over the head. But please continue holding the wall if you need that support, that's fine. So Guinness Book of Records for standing on one leg is 72 hours. We'll try 7 seconds, how about that? And then very slowly, very gently, come out of pose. Great. Okay, let's see how we do on the other side. Hold on to the wall. Position your foot where your knee feels happy, where your hips feels happy, and balance. Stay here for 2 more deep breaths. Lovely, and down we come. Very nice, everybody. Give your legs and your arms a little shake. And we're going to sit down onto the floor. So you may want to have your straps handy again and your cushions. So as you're getting ready, I'm just going to adjust my camera so you can see me better. So one moment. Lovely. See all my big cushion. Okay, so legs in front. We are going to do a nice gentle forward bend. Can you see I'm folding my cushion in half? I'm going to put my cushion under my thighs because my hamstrings have been a bit tight lately. So that can often help. You're going to bring yourself back into that tree pose pattern. So just adjust your cushion so it's under this long leg and the heels up. You can put something under your thigh as well if you want. Straps, really handy for this one. You can put them around your foot like this. Or you might be able to hold your foot or your leg. So you decide. Deep breath in. Breathe out, go forward. Take a stretch. And breathe. And again, notice the sensations you're experiencing, either with muscle stretch, back of the thigh, maybe into the back. And slowly up. Good. I'm going to go into a twist. So I'm going to bring this foot up like this. I hope you can see from the sun. Hug around the shin and just twist and peep over the shoulder. So this is a really good posture for lower back pain. Again, it's all about keeping the spine nice and flexible, so or mobilized. So as you're holding this position, really root down into your sit bones and try and rotate the thoracic spine. The thoracic is your rib cage, so try and rotate from the middle spine and round. And again, shoulders soft, nice and relaxed. And breathe steady. And bring your attention to the breath. And I keep bringing you back into the body to keep the mind still. Keep us in present moment. It's a really good discipline. So feed your body back into the sensations, back into the experience of the posture. Lovely. Deep breath in as you exhale, release. So let's try the other side. So I'm going to fold my cushion in half. And I'm going to bring the other heel up this time. Big breath in. Breathe out, fold over your legs. Or use your strap. And focus on a slightly longer breath out now. So you're breathing in, a long breath out. Breathing in, long breath out. Lovely, let's come up and we'll do a twist on the other side. So the knee comes up, hug around that shin, hand behind you, heavy in the sit bones, twist and deepen the breath. Three more lovely deep breaths. And release. Brilliant. The soles of your feet together. Place your hands on your ankles and lift up through your body. If you need a bit of support under those knees, remember to get your cushions under the thighs, yeah, to support your knees and hips. Inhale, exhale, lean forward. Now, some of you will be able to go all the way down. Great. Otherwise, just lean forward gently, place your elbows on your knees and just gently lean and feel that in the thigh stretch. You may feel it in the back as well, so keep drawing your belly in. Good. And we'll slowly come all the way up. Excellent. Let's shake out our legs. Now, before we lie down, I'd just like to do a breathing exercise with you. So make yourself comfortable sitting. You can lean up against the wall, sit in a chair if you want, or you can put a couple of cushions just underneath your bottom, all right? Just so you're perching and you don't feel too much pressure in your hips. I'm going to come forward so I can see you for this one, and just turn the music off for a second. So this is called alternate nasal breathing. It works out each lung, gets the maximum amount of oxygen into each lung. And that's really important because if we're just breathing into one nostril all day, that has an impact on how we're going to feel and how the nervous system works. So you take your index finger and your middle finger and you just rest it on what I call the third eye, the center of your brow. Ring finger is going to close your nostril, okay? So you're going to breathe in through the right. You breathe in through the right nostril, pause for a moment, close your right nostril, release the left, and breathe out left. Breathe in through the left, pause, close the left, release your right, and breathe out right. Breathe in right, pause, close right, breathe out left. Breathe in left, pause, switch, breathe out right. And keep this going 6 rounds. When you've completed 6, bring your index finger and thumb lightly together. Rest your eyes. Let the tongue float to the roof of your mouth and breathe in and out of both nostrils, nice and slowly. And so now I'm going to invite you to find a very comfortable position, either lying down or sitting comfortably, but we are going to relax through the body now. So if you need to, you can use a blanket, put some cushions under your knees, just make yourself super comfortable. And once you're ready, just bringing your attention back to your physical body and the parts of the body making contact with the ground, just touching the ground. Begin to sense back into the ground. Take a nice deep breath in as you exhale. Let your bones, your muscles, your skin, your internal organs relax. Relax your feet and your toes. Rest your ankles, your knees, your hips. And allow the legs to become heavy and soft. Relax your back, the space between your shoulder blades. Rest your shoulders through your arms, to your hands and your fingers. Rest about your neck and throat, the head, the muscles of your face, your lips, your tongue. Relax. Move your awareness back to the breath and a gentle rise and fall of the chest and the abdomen as you inhale and exhale. Bringing your attention to that sacred space, that place within you, a place where there is no judgment or expectation. It's just a space where you can simply be. Very loving, healing space. We're just going to stay in this space for the next few minutes, just resting, replenishing our energy, and filling the body with positive, loving energy. So allow yourself to relax. Take a nice deep breath in, a slow, gentle breath out, and slowly wiggle your fingers and your toes, preparing to slowly transition and bring yourself to a seated position when you're ready.